So this is how I deconstruct a piece. I literally look at it. I look at it until something in my brain clicks, like, aha, okay, yeah, I could easily do that, right? Meaning, okay, well, if I was making it where I had the bottom intact versus having it open, when it comes to how you find a lot of cowrie shells in like the hair store, they're always cut in half because we're putting them in our hair, right? So if I was like, you know what, okay, how would I do this in crochet? I would start with maybe a circle here, and then expand the circle, and then get it to a certain length, and then slowly close it in some capacity. That's initially what I thought I would do, right? Immediately my brain said, nah, scratch that. Okay, if you're gonna have the bottom open, how about this? How about you start from making each side, right? So what does that mean? I'm looking at the ridges of how they're both rigid on either side, the mouth part, right? So at that point, I'm like, okay, what could I do to make that crochet stitch? Okay, boom, got it. I make kind of like a post stitch in so many ways. Kind of the way I did my brother sort of for that Shannon Sharp, the collar part, right? Because it kind of looked the same way. And then I started doing that. When I was looking at the seashell and I showed my sister, even made a video on here of the seashell, after I went to bed, my brain was still in the midst of me being asleep. That seashell is not right. It's not right. It's not right. So I took the second one completely apart. And at that point, I started to really deconstruct this cowrie shell, right? So I did it a little bit different. I was like, you know what? On either side of the shell, it's open. Right here and right here. So I was like, you know what? If I don't want to have that bottom, I want it to be open, right? Why don't I make a single crochet chain, attach either side, crochet where I have a circle at that point, expand the circle on either side. Don't close either side, just continue building either side eventually in terms of how big I want it to be from side to side, right? And then I'm still deconstructing the shell. Because what I mean is that one side is slender, one side is also a little bit fatter. What does that mean? I'm going to make one post on either side a little bit longer from post to post. Okay. Sorry, my finger is black. I'm over here spray painting oyster shells as well. So at that point, I start working on my cowrie shell. Sorry. So this is what I came up with. I think it came out great. So you have this you have this cowrie shell, you have this smaller cowrie shell, and then you have my version of the cowrie shell. So I mean, yeah, right? So it's open like that, but I still can also close it in too, where you see it. You see it? You see the ridges, y'all? I think I did a pretty good job. So this will go on the back of my crown that I wear for the parade next Friday. All right, stay tuned.